to the Ahn Rho Project. I guess it's not really to the Ahn Rho Project. I guess it's not really the morning, but this is, well, the self-therapeutic multimedia project for me to solve the problems and challenges in my life, as well as a self-improvement process for me to reach the heights, goals, and ambitions that I've set for myself. So it's not in the morning, it's in the evening. And I want to apologize. I left a little note on, why don't I get that piece of shit out of the way so you can actually see what's on camera. All right, so I did leave a post on Facebook, also on Twitter, I believe. I just left a message saying that, of course, I didn't get the live stream out this morning. I apologize. Don't really know who I'm apologizing to. Really just my own commitments. I didn't manage to get it done. Now, I actually intended on not covering all this kind of inventory, which is on my previous live streams. They were all a mess all over the place and strewn everywhere. I finally got the time to get things sorted out for the business. Now, of course, that being said, the research and molecular biology sort of business stuff had to take a backstand to all these interruptions that I've had today, which has driven me pretty much insane. And in the next 3 live streams, I made a mistake. I said even 2. You can tell I am a complete mess right now. There's going to be 3 live streams back to back, maybe 5-10 minutes in between. This is the first one, and we're just going to run through all the bullshit that came in and interrupted the flow of the day. Because it's Sunday, and I intended on covering all this stuff before I go to full-time work tomorrow, as usual, right? And so here I am late in the evening, trying to get rid of all the other nonsense that got in the way. But of course, I should have seen it coming. All I can say is that's my responsibility, and I didn't manage my time wisely, or rather, I didn't take a look at the scope of items that I had to do outside of my most ambitious plans. And my ambitious plans were to get all the side business products, invoicing, packaging, research, learning materials, and booklets, and all that kind of stuff put away, as well as that box of decorations back in closet region C. I couldn't get it done. And here's what it is going to be. So you take a look at the title. Okay, we missed a whole bunch of things that we should have covered but did not cover on previous streams, as well as ongoing stuff. And so you can tell on the bottom right hand side, I have the titles here, so that's helpful, because I'm going to be running through a myriad of different things. Less important, they're not so much to do with business, employment, this project, relationships, caregiving. All those things were major hurdles that we're going to discuss tomorrow morning or the day after. For now, this first live stream is going to be more lighthearted. So nutty shit. So what's the bullshit that came my way? So first of all, I forgot to mention something really important in yesterday's live stream, where I was talking about health and how I had developed all these binge eating habits that really destroyed my daily routine and made my daily living a living hell for the past, I believe, 3 months. And so that's if I want to be, I should probably make this it's supposed to be a little more funny, because nutty shit. But basically, I ate a whole bunch of trail mix, and I would actually get into impulsive buying things. Okay, why don't we go there right now? So in the title it says groceries. We have a snack food here, and you can tell none of this stuff is healthy at all. We have some chocolate from Coffee Crisp. We have these crackers right here. Of course, the good, the bad, and ugly, everything's covered in the Ahn Rho Project. I have to be real and honest. And so, while I'm suffering right now, I have to cover all the irresponsible decisions that I've made. We have these Reese's Pieces. So you have chocolate chips, crackers, all that kind of shit. That kind of rhymed. I didn't mean it to. The only thing here that might be admirable in some non-sarcastic way is this vitamin water, which is really, I only bought it because I wanted to try out how it tastes. So that's kind of funny. Then we have on the side here, Ensure Nutritional Mix. So on the table here, we even have more. We have some chips here and more trail mix. So for the past 4 days, what's been happening is I've been having incredibly painful bowel movements. I've mentioned actually about 4 days ago, I think, I was shitting blood. So this is definitely not the most upbeat stream, but it does have to be a part of, like I said, the Ahn Rho Project. 30 years down the road, I have to cover everything, including the bad and the ugly, because, I will do what I do that's best for me with steadfast conviction. No regrets, all right? So all this kind of stuff, I'm going to be real and honest. Half the food here, especially, and there's only, I mean, the only healthy thing was that water and decent, and this meal replacement, and then you see in the title, there's like a slice of meat there, so that's in the fridge, obviously, I can't leave in the room. And that's basically what I purchased yesterday, but even for the whole week previous to this, I had been buying a bunch of kettle cooked chips and stuff like that, that really just gave me absolute hell. And that's bad because obviously I don't want a bacterial infection going on down there on the other end. And that's the first thing. Okay, the next thing, of course, we're covering just health, disease, some addictive, stupid nonsense, and irresponsibility. Really, that's just irresponsibility and character traits. Next thing would be the mouse pad. So I forgot to cover this. This one will be a little bit, at least at ease. So we have all this kind of stuff here I've just stockpiled on the laundry basket. The mouse pad right here for tech. So in the previous live stream yesterday as well, I for some reason covered all the kind of stuff here that I had to throw away, but I missed out on this. And you know, I'm supposed to mention that the mouse pad's where it's supposed to go. I'm supposed to move it back here. I did buy this from Dollarama. The mouse pad over there is pretty disgusting. I'm gonna toss it in here, and that's where all the electronics are supposed to be. The top shelf over there, drawer, not shelf. Next, we have these two things. I was talking about employment and my colleagues, and one of them, SR, or abbreviate SR. No, not SR. SG. Let's say SG. Very motherly person at my workplace in my same department. I made a tire gift. You can check my previous live stream at #AHN_RHO, though you probably won't really want to, given the way this stream started out. But I'm not gonna blame you. If you see my previous stream story, it was actually much more happier, and I was a little bit sad. It was a little bit sad. I was saying goodbye to my colleagues, who was really like a motherly figure to me. And because I've mentioned this before, domestic issues, household issues, growing up for the past 3 decades. And so at the end of the day, I really wanted to create an entire gift. And I made this whole Christmas card as well as retirement card for her, because she's having a very difficult time trying to take care of her father, who's in the 90s. And so, and also her husband is much help, but I'm not going to get too private into that. That's private information. Needless to say, I made this entire gift with a gift bag and some Christmas ornament decorations put in there, dedicated to her, her father, and her 2 daughters. So all that kind of stuff. Again, no names mentioned, right? Privacy. But we have this stuff here that's remaining. And the point is, I did not stash this away. What I should have done, so we're going to buckle down right here, kneel down. We have this, bend over. It's not nighttime yet, you gotta chill. Alright, you got this kind of stuff right here. This box of decorations for the past 4 years, and I'm supposed to put this envelope and this gift bag inside because decorations and gifts. So you can see actually down here there's some trash as well that I should probably cover in a 6 months down the road when I cover this box. Again, part of the Ahn Rho Project has so many different sub-series, from employment to relationships to business, finance, to this project as a whole, life management, philosophy. Obviously, one of those things are more lighthearted items and materials, just, you know, stuff, gadgets, technology, groceries, food, cuisine. So obviously the decorations will come maybe 6 months down the road. My higher priorities need to be taken care of first. So we've gotten rid of the mouse pad, we got rid of decorations. What do I see in the title? Nutty. Okay, so we talked about that, kind of, you know, shitting blood out on the other end. That was kind of disgusting, but bear with me. What else? Okay, I see in the title. I'm forgetting right now. It says production. Okay, production. All right, products. That actually stands for products, not production. You see on the bottom right-hand side it says product. So that's prod for products, and that's this right here. So why don't we get to it? I actually wanted to do this tomorrow morning, but no, I was supposed to do it today in the morning, and then I wanted to backlog it for tomorrow. But we can do this now because, you know, it's here and it fits in the title. That's really the main hitting point. It can actually fit in the title. And so this is the whole package, and I didn't mention on the previous live stream that, again, I do a side business aside from this project that focuses on cellular research into nutritional products. And so what happens is, of course, I have this one here for my cousin, and you know, full health pack, 28-day supply, 30-day supply. We have some nootropics, basically for cognitive function, attention, and focus. And we have one for Picosa, which is basically for cartilage, replenishment of cartilage, since he's an athlete. Now, I've mentioned this before. The main point is I didn't actually tell what I was going to do or what, because at the end of the day, this is not supposed to stay here. Unlike the rest of the products, which I have stockpiled for my own personal use as well as for potential future clients, the end of the day, these things will stay, but this will not. And this is something that I didn't talk about in the previous live stream. I'm going to obviously drop this off to him at some point, but we just had dinner about last Friday. And so there's no way I'm going to see him soon until maybe New Year's. And that's the only excuse I have. So if you see in the title on the bottom right hand side, it does say, or just in title, it says 2021. So maybe in, December 31st or, whenever, if we actually have some sort of party or whatever, family gathering, and I am actually on good terms with that side of the family for the most part. So what I'm going to do is just drop this off to him. I did switch up the bag, by the way. There's a blue one right there. So there's some coordinating, some logistics. But the rest of the products here have to be covered in a different stream, obviously. If you take a look, there's way too much stuff here for me to cover in one single stream. And so the next thing, okay, it seems that I have to cover. Looks like I've finished everything for this stream here. I didn't do the introduction. I didn't do the introduction either, did I? So the introduction, I missed out on the past 3 days as well. So the Ahn Rho Project, if you were wondering why I was so disgusting in the beginning, well, I guess you'll get a blurb as to why that is now. Let me make sure, though, that I did cover everything. So there's some waste here I should actually cover. Garbage. You see this shit here? Some coffee crisp. I want to grab this. There's a spoon here. There's these paper towels. So I'm glad I'm still over here. The stream's still running a little bit. There's some garbage that should be in the title. I'm gonna bring it over and toss it inside this bag here. So this Cheetos bag, all this fucking garbage right here, right? And then we'll do the introduction at the end of the live stream. We'll do the introduction, and it's opposite day, boys. I'm gonna take this stuff here, all this nasty ass shit, just stuff it in there. Oh, you know what? I'll do it after stream, because this is not gonna make any sense. We're not gonna do this on the stream. Oh, I did it. Sick. I'm gonna drop it here. And grab this nutritional supplement. Should actually go. I should be ready for work tomorrow. So the Ahn Rho Project's introduction is supposed to be something on the lines of, and I have to take this stuff out here too. I didn't mention that, huh? So this stuff always has to go downstairs. There's no way I'm bringing that to work. I can keep that, a bit of the food there. But that's it. So the introduction, of course, is supposed to be self-therapeutic multimedia project for me to solve the problems, challenges in life, as well. Self-improvement process for me to reach the heights and goals and set for myself. And of course, it has many different sub-series, domains, and analogies. Analogies are ways for me to communicate what the Ahn Rho Project is to all of you watching right now, which is basically, this is like a business management project. You could apply shipping and receiving principles to your own personal life, in which case I'm cataloging the SKU number, the part numbers for everything. Symbolically speaking, I've broken down the room, for example, region A, B, C, the office, the storage, C for the closet, D, this area. So it's really just applying business fundamentals in terms of warehousing and shipping over to your personal life. Another way to look at it is I have another sub-series running, 1,000 Days Till Death, 1KD, what you see in the title on my channel. Of course, basically if I had only 30 months, roughly about 1,000 days, and that works out to basically 30 months, and I die at the age of 30. Everything's kind of coordinated together like that. And the point is, how would I live my life to the greatest satisfaction and die without regrets? All that kind of stuff. So that's analogies. That's a way to look at the Ahn Rho Project. Domains of life, very straightforward. Employment, finance, groceries, all these different areas. You can name it 1,000 different variables. You can break it down to the highest level ones, such as relationships and health, to the more specific ones. So relationships could be friends, colleagues, and then all those are different variables, right? And all that kind of stuff, and different organizations and volunteering and internships and your careers, long-term careers, who knows, all that kind of stuff. And of course, at the very end, we have the sub-series, and this sub-series focuses on, BDMP, standing for the basics, trying to get through life on the daily without, falling off the cliff. That being said, I'll catch you in the next live stream. It's about 15 minutes, so I gotta go. 5 minutes, I'll be back.